The aim of the project was to build and successfully test a water rocket and parachute that would hold an Arduino system. We also had to code the Arduino to be able to track the rocket through various stages of the launch. The team learned many new skills using different aspects of different denominations of engineering. Aspects of electrical engineering and computer engineering were showcased when coding the Arduino. Both mechanical and civil engineering skills were used to build the rocket. This project showcased how interlinked each type of engineering is and how vital it is to have a core understanding of different disciplines.
Each team was given a circuit board with an Arduino accelerometer, barometer and transceiver attached to it. Our task was to write and upload code to the Arduino, which would be placed inside the capsule of our rocket and launched into the air. If the code worked, we would be able to transmit live data to a receiver plugged into our laptop. This data consisted of the temperature, pressure and position of the capsule using a coordinate system. This would allow us to calculate the velocity and altitude of the rocket. During this project, we learned a great deal about the electrical and software side of engineering. We improved our knowledge of the programming language C, as well as learning fundamental principles such as converting analog values to digital values. Although the coding aspect of the project proved to be quite challenging, we were able to stick it out and prove that we could in fact do rocket science.
Many tests were done before the launch to ensure that the parachute, rocket and Arduino system were working.
In order to bring the Arduino system down safely after the launch, a capsule and parachute had to be designed and constructed. The capsule was created using the bottom half of a 750ml water bottle as to comply with the size constraints placed upon it. It was lined with soft sponge and bubble wrap in order to further insulate the Arduino. 2 strands of electrical cable were used as cross bracing at the top of the capsule in order to prevent the Arduino from falling out upon landing. A square parachute measuring 55cm by 55 was then attached to the capsule using 4 strands of string. The rocket was then constructed using a 2-litre 7-Up bottle. It was chosen for its simple cylinder-like shape, which made attaching the fins much simpler. 4 triangular fins were then cut out from rigid cardboard and attached to the rocket using duct tape. They were later reinforced with Corex plastic after initial testing. The end of another 2-litre bottle was then attached to the top of the rocket. This was to be used to house the capsule and parachute during the ascent.
We arrived in Dangan early to make sure we had everything and were prepared. We initially did our own test before the official test to make sure everything was working. During this test we noticed the Arduino was not working and figured out that the battery was dead, so we changed the battery for the official test. We had 2 launches. The first launch was unsuccessful as the weather was very windy, which made the parachute fall off just as the rocket had launched. Our second and final launch was very successful. The rocket reached a good height and the parachute deployed perfectly and made a good landing. The Arduino also recorded all data perfectly.